My wife slaughtered an entire village overnight, and I, blind, just stood by and watched. She thought I was blind and she let me go. But I do not know that my eyes can only see the demon to avenge the entire village. I've been sharpening my sword for 3 years just for today. Now Sumei-san trot forward with skirt. She was about to enter the yard. I suddenly stopped her. At the same time, hold the top of the stick with your right hand and gently pull it upward. The sword blade on like a meteor generally in Sumei-san's neck. So far Sumei-san died. Her body turned into a black flame and began to burn. My heart was calm when I saw this. Suddenly the next second, the book of demons in my head radiates gold. An image of a fuse ball with the most seductive eyes emerged. With its appearance, my whole body was enveloped by a warm current. A spirit runs through my body and feeds my body. Not only did I break through 3 borders, even my life expectancy has increased by 120 years. I was overwhelmed by the changes in my body. Looks like we just have to kill the monster. I'll get my chance through the book. But the next morning the villagers heard about it. They blocked the door and scolded me. You killed the fox demon. There will be retaliation against us in Blackstone. If you had any sense at all, we should never have brought this disaster to Blackstone. At this moment I feel that humanity is a little thin and cold. I thought I'd ignore them and walk on, but everyone immediately formed a human wall, demanding an answer. I still do not slow down to walk. It's just that I have this aura around me. Every villager who comes near me, I'll be thrown out by Raiki in no time. No one would stand in my way. But there was no let up in the roar of condemnation. People try to reason with you. You did it so indiscriminately. On hearing this, I lifted the stick and threw it to the ground. At the same time, the voice was ringing in the ears of all. When the fox demon killed 72 members of my Lu family, no one stood up for me, and I killed the fuse ball for revenge. And you do everything you can to bully me. In that case, I don't mind. I'll send you to hell with the fuse ball. As soon as the words came out, the crowd, which had just been angry, suddenly quieted. I broke away from the crowd and went out into the street. Just the sound of vendors on both sides of the street. With my arrival suddenly stopped. The vendors stopped shouting and the passers-by stopped shouting. They're all staring at me like they're staring at disaster. But only one person smiled at me. But I never really liked her, because she's a bunny. Then Jade Nyang spoke. Come eat at my place if you don't mind. I did not refuse to walk over to a wooden table near the stall and sit down. Jade Nyang brought a cage of shaolongbao. I picked up my chopsticks and began to eat. But then there was a shout from a short distance down the street. And the speaker is the mayor of Blackstone. He rushed in with about 20 strong young men with long sticks. One's mouth is one's mouth. Killing someone without cause is a crime. And bringing disaster to the town, that's too crime. Heartless bastard like him. There's no room for you in Blackstone. After that, more than 20 strong men surrounded me. Jade Nyang picked up a bench. I'll see who does it to me. And the rest of the town is here to see the mayor. Immediately came the confidence to scold. Why are there selfish people like you in this world? To do something as vicious as this to bring down the town. This is the moment when my patience runs out. Pick up the stick on the table with your right hand. Follow my finger gently on the top of the stick. Long knife with a narrow blade flew off and cut a few silver on trails around the perimeter. All the guards fell in a pool of blood. Everyone fled in panic. The mayor, who is in his 60s, is even faster on his feet than the younger one. Just a few breaths. There was no longer half a town to be seen around. Only me and Jade Nyang still sit aside to continue eating steamed buns. After eating all the steamed dumplings in the steamer, I got up and asked how much it was. Jade Nyang eats steamed stuff one-time back sentence don't money. I wondered why. Your dad saved a wounded rabbit once. That's my friend. This dinner's on me. I get it. I have a friend Siri. This is a bunny repaying an old favor. I couldn't help but let out a sigh. What a ridiculous world. After eating, I climbed onto the roof of my house. There were dozens of flashes of light rising into the sky, heading for town at high speed. Only when they reached the entrance of the village did I see it. It's a pack of foxes. I held my chin and analyzed it carefully. That must be all the family of my dead mother. One had 3 realms, 2 had 2 realms, 23 had 1 realm. It's all a demon state. Very hard idea, but there should be a touch. At this time in the town, a horde of fuseball ran through the streets. I suck on everyone I meet. The town was empty until 2.5 hours later. That's when the fuseball stopped killing. Then come to the town's central square. One of the 2 land fuseball bellows voice at the sky. Everybody meet here in half an hour. Those who have not yet arrived die. Not long after the sound came out, all the hiding residents gathered here. The fuseball looked up at the crowd. My 4th sister died in your town. You have to give me a good account, or this town will be slaughtered. There was an endless panic on everyone's face. At last, the mayor fell to his knees and cried. The fox demon maiden calmed down. It was that blind Lu who killed your 4 sisters. A lot of people in this town saw it. Smell speech, Freeland fox demon, angry drink. Where is he now? Someone immediately leaded the way to Lu's house. And in order to be able to impress the fox demon, the voices of the crowd were still shouting in unison. Kill the blind man, get justice for the fox demon. Soon the crowd and demons came to Lu's door. The first thing they saw was me sitting on the roof. The fuseball says nothing. The figure shot up to the roof and came straight at me. But the silver on greeted them. With a wave of my right hand, the power of the 3 realms exploded. Silver on flickering between. The fox demon was cut into 2.5 pieces on the spot. Ding successfully killed the fox reward for 20 years. I just felt a huge, powerful power flowing through me. Strength also increased to the late 4 realms. The crowd roared again as the fox demon died. Everyone looked at me with fear in their eye. Even that Freeland fuseball. I couldn't resist taking a few steps back. But soon she remembered what her 4th sister had said. The Lu family is a family of good people. Treat the people of this town like family. Then she let out a fox crow. The other fuseball have orders. Spread out quickly to surround the crowd. Then the 3 realms fox demon shouted angrily. Blind man, you killed my sister. It's hard not to take it back. Now I give you 2 choices. As soon as you put down your long sword, follow me to Xianguotou Mountain to repent for my sister for 100 years. 2. Fight me to the end, but not before I slaughtered the entire town of Blackstone. The rest of the town was shocked to hear that. Luck, please be a good man like your father. We really don't want to die. Lucia brother, you go to Jian Grotto Mountain with her. All you lose is 100 years of freedom. What they want is the lives of all of us in Blackstone. I sat on the roof and didn't speak. As time goes on, the fuse box patience reaches its limit. Another fox probe came out. This time it's an order to kill. All the foxes jumped in unison. All the people who were targeted by the fox demon were sucked right on the spot. His face was pale and he fell to the ground. After 10 breaths, the crowd wailed, "Don't do it, don't do it. You're gonna kill this town." Even by the end, the foxes were numb, and I didn't do anything about it. The fuse box, the 3 rounds was furious. Blind man, you don't give a shit about these people. You just saw it the moment the sound fell. I came to a one-land fox demon. Are you all for? I can be with my bitch who's already in hell. With a flick of my right hand, the fuse box fell down in an instant. Seeing this scene, the 3-round fox demon named. The body came at me like lightning. I stood my ground and squared up until the fuse box jumped in front of him and swung the blade up. The fuse box in the 3 rounds only feels as if they are locked in a huge mountain. How can you get up on the ground with your whole body? Her eyes were full of panic. How can you be so big for a blind man? I let out a soft sigh and the knife fell because I have a good wife. The next second, a voice came from the book. Successfully killed the 3-round fuse box. One for 50 years of practice. Then I looked around at the fuse box. It's your turn. It wasn't until that moment that a bunch of foxes got the message. All the people ran in all directions, and I ran after him with a demon knife. After all the fuse box have been destroyed, instead of going back to the village, I walked out of town because I want to open up more pages. So I headed west. Finally came to the old mountain temple boarding down. I wanted to pray for Buddha here, but the Buddha here is also a demon. The cause was when the hunter prayed to a statue of Buddha. A ray of light came from inside the statue and poured into the hunter's head. The world that had looked right to me was dark again. I just knew it was a demon. I followed Orion quietly, want to see the golden light given by the demon. What changes will it bring to Orion? When I got to the village following the scent of the hunter, what I saw was a hunter on his knees screaming to the sky, and all the bodies on the floor around here. And I know it's the demon granting the hunter his wish. The hunter wants to be number 1 in the village and be looked up to by everyone. So he killed the village, everybody on the ground. Naturally, then Orion is number 1 in the village. Then I returned to the main hall and shouted at the golden statue. I also have a wish. I want to open my eyes to see the world. Can you meet me? The moment the word fell, all I felt was a flash of gold that would gouge out my eye. I joked to myself, that's a hell of a world to watch. Then I waved my right hand. The demon knife in the stick pulls out and cuts it. A strange cry came from the golden Buddha. Then the stone monster appeared in the hall. The gargoyle gave a roar. All my strength came at me with a flash of knife light. The stone demon was sweating too. The book is late again and reward me for 10 years of cultivation as a drunk fairy wine pot. I put away my knife and walked out of the hall. Leaning on a stick, he came to a city. Suddenly a world of darkness. A demon light came straight at him. I frowned and stretched out my hand. A little girl was instantly picked up by me. Cried the little girl who had been picked up. Hero, help! There is a big guy trying to eat me. Then the big man came after him with his teeth bared. Bitch, pay me back or I'll eat you. The little girl continued to cry to get my sympathy. But soon she sensed something was wrong, because so far this blind man hadn't done anything. I thought it wasn't realistic enough, so she winked at the strong man to show that she was pushing harder. But suddenly, I threw the little girl into the hands of the strong man. I want the big man to eat the baby, and I'll pay for it if it's bloody enough. The little girl's face went black at once. Then he rolled over and sat on the shoulders of the strong man. The two of them wanted to find their next target, only to find me behind him the whole time. Blind man, she cried, why are you following me? I looked at her to see if you had a way to die.